Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We're back here again on a Sunday night for the Blazing Pedals TRJ Karting Arca Series. Joining me tonight, as always, is Terry the Taffy Man Foster, and with us in the booth tonight is Dalton, Captain Save Phil Kilrow. How you doing tonight, guys?
Hey, Sam. What's up, buddy? Doing great, man. Kind of excited to get this season started up over again after we got it off last week for Father's Day. Hope everybody had a good Father's Day. And plus, we kind of had an off week the week before that with the All-Star race. And go figure, we're off next weekend for Father's Day. But we get to come back for another race. And again, joining us tonight is Dalton Kilrow, fresh off of surgery. That's why he's not in a car. Dalton, if you don't mind, fill us in on that, bud.
Yeah, so basically, about a year ago, we found a non-cancerous tumor growing off the hearing and balance nerve on the left side of my head, and it just gradually grew and got to the point where we needed to get it removed, and that's what my surgery was. That's why I wasn't out here for the All-Star race, and that's why I'm up here helping you guys out here in the booth. Everything's recovering well. I actually get my stitches out tomorrow, so I'm extremely excited for that, and looking forward to potentially getting back out on track eventually with these guys.
Well,
Go ahead,
Terry. No, you say you got things to say tonight, so.
A couple things then. Well, we noticed Mark Arthur, he is not going to be on track tonight. He's having weather issues out where he lives, cutting in and out of his internet. We got a couple other drivers that ain't going to be showing up. I don't know why, it's just sick or whatever. But as you watch these guys go around, you watch the little ticker go by if you got one rolling yet. You're going to see three new names out here tonight. You got Greg Moore in the 34, Brian Zimmerman in the 28, and Kyle Hall in the 87. We're going to keep an eye on these guys, and I'm sure they'll fit right in with the BPL guys.
Oh yeah, absolutely. These guys are already kind of dicing it up here in this little pit party. You see 3 wide race, and I've heard a lot of things from some of these drivers in practice. The setup is very racy. You can run any line here. I'm thinking guys are going to be running more towards that bottom lane as the runs go on, because it's probably going to be a little more consistent on tire wear. But in terms of fuel runs, these guys are probably going to only be able to do 22 to maybe 24 laps on a full tank of fuel. So we're going to have to keep in mind fuel strategy could end up being a factor in how this race turns out.
Which it normally does here at Auto Club. We see fuel races happen here all the time. And especially with these guys running 50% fuel, who knows what we're going to see tonight. We still got to spin that wheel and see when we're going to get that competition caution. And basically, from there on out, it's going to be all tire strategy and fuel strategy. So I'm curious to see what these guys are going to do. Like you said, Dalton, pit window tonight going to be 20 to 24 laps. Total of 120 laps here tonight at Auto Club.
Out there in Chatland, Mark Arthur just says Miller won't be here tonight either.
Yeah, I noticed Team AV guys aren't here tonight, but still got a decent turnout.
Yeah, we still got 20
drivers so far.
How many?
22.
Oh.
And not to mention, if everybody looks at the bottom right-hand corner of their screen, we got in-car cameras tonight. Corey Sherman's one of them. Also want to point out that Brian, the Soul Stealer, he's already stealing souls, guys. Look at that. He's not even blinking out here for this pit party.
Did you have anything less?
We also got Casey Campbell. He's out there wheeling that thing around. Who else do we got in here? Taylor, Doc Butcher. Corey Rutherford. Hey, he let us know that's how you pronounce it, so. All right, everybody. How much time we got left, guys? We got about 11 minutes here left in practice.
These guys are staying nice and tight in this pit party. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Haven't really seen much in terms of guys going all over the place. Nobody seems to be aggressive, and the field seems pretty close, honestly. Doesn't look like.
I noticed Jamie Walker's actually been running the top side if you've been watching him.
Yeah.
So I have been watching him. That was one thing I was going to kind of point out. I was talking with some other drivers before the race, and they said that they kind of practiced with Jamie today, and Jamie was running a hell of a line on that top side. So see if that comes around to anybody else tonight.
Oh, they are getting tight right there.
Pretty wide down the back straightaway right there.
Oh. That was so close right there. Oh, God.
That would have been nice to have the in-car right there on Casey.
Yeah, he's definitely in there wheeling it. Yeah, this is just practice, everybody. These guys are racing like it's 5 laps to go, and we're still only in practice. We still have to qualify yet.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, these guys was racing for money. Just points tonight, guys. That's all they're racing for tonight. And if this is anything like we're going to see here in a little bit, this thing goes green flag. Hold on to your seats, guys. We're going to be in the hell of a race.
Well, I get you. That just shows you how good the setup is, right? I mean, you see guys running multiple grooves all over this track, which Auto Club is known for, right? Auto Club has multiple grooves everywhere, and we see the guys using them, which is great to see. It's going to put on a great show tonight, I'm telling you. I'm excited for tonight, guys.
Oh, yeah. And even just looking at the timing sheets, because qualifying is coming up here in a little under 10 minutes at this point, we've got the top 10 separated by a tenth of a second. It just, that alone is enough excitement, because you can see the field is just very close. I mean, even again here in practice, these guys are nose to tail battling left and right. Some guys are making their way around others, but they're getting it done.
One thing I'd like to point out is Jamie Walker coming off that win at the All-Star race. He is top of the charts right now. Maybe going to go with some of that momentum this week, get himself another win, get himself in the playoffs.
Yeah. What do they always say? Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. That's just been Jamie's luck this season so far. I think he's got a second place or so, or maybe even a third, but he just has not got that points win yet.
We'll say one thing that's definitely going to be playing in his favor tonight is, as we kind of already talked about, we don't really see many guys from some other teams, aka Team AV. Matt Gruenberg, familiar face out here. He hasn't, popped into the racetrack, so I'm not sure if he'll even be here. But if Matt Gruenberg is off the table, it's wide open for anybody to get up here and get themselves locked into the playoffs.
And that's the thing. How many winners have we had this season thus far? I mean, we've had quite a few, right?
Yeah, we have had quite a few. Let's take a look at this now, actually. We've had a total of, well, when I say quite a few, I mean we've had 5.
Yeah, I'll say I have the points right here in front of me. We have 5.
Well, we know Gruenberg's won multiple, but I mean, regardless, we've still had a few winners this season.
Yeah.
Even if you include the All-Star race, I mean, that was Jamie's first win of the season.
Well, even, he said it even in his interview that, he wants to take that as a forward momentum for him going into Vegas tonight. So,
Auto Club.
Auto Club. I'm sorry, not Vegas. I'm okay, guys. I'm just really tired. But yeah, he said he wanted to use that as a momentum to push him in to maybe get this win here tonight.
Terry, you mentioned that you were tired. I know what you're tired from. I mean, at least tell us about your trip.
Yeah.
We got plenty of time. Yeah, we got a couple minutes here. So, me and the driver of the 89, Phil Van Fleet, he and I both drove out to New York to meet up with Corey and Amanda Shermans. Then we drove from there out to Vermont to meet up with Chris at his local track, where he is a pit crew for a guy by the name of Adam Maynard. And it was 4 days I've been gone, but it was a quick 4 days. I mean, no sleep, seems like, and just go. But I had a wonderful time out there with everybody, and just got home last night and still ain't got all my sleep in yet.
But you had a good time.
Oh, I had a wonderful time, man. It was really a pleasure to meet Corey's parents. They stopped over. Hi, Gail, if you're out there listening, and Richie, his dad. Corey and Amanda both opened their houses up to Philip and I. We met their friends and stuff, and I just had a wonderful time, man. I couldn't have asked for anything better than, again, going to the racetrack and being actually inside of a crew trailer and just watching these guys hammer on these cars right there in front of you is pretty cool.
It's definitely a pretty good experience whenever you get to be in that position to even be, in arm's length of these guys that are out here, living the dream of going out and racing. We all want to do it, and it's just when you get there and you get to actually be in the little circle, it's always going to be something you're not going to forget it.
So if anybody's wondering, Adam runs a lot up in around Burlington, Vermont. The track is actually called Thunder Road. You can pull it up on Flow Racing. See that 45? They're around the track a lot. When he raced Friday, he actually raced two separate cars, two divisions. Please don't ask me what they were, because I don't remember. But he didn't do half bad. He was excited to get both cars out there, which was pretty cool.
So how was it at the racetrack there? I mean, you got to go. We've all sat in there. Corey's streamed on Flow Racing Thunder Road a few times for us. It looks like it's fun out there. I mean, did you get to go into the pits and hang with Chris? What all did you do? Yeah,
so it's a quarter-mile track. It's basically shaped like a bowl. It does have a front and back stretch. The pits is actually outside of the track. There's no way you're fitting 100 freaking cars in the middle of that place. But so they just line them up all outside. They bring them in, and it is a hell of a drop to come in off the pavement, off of the paddock area onto the track. They actually got to come in at an angle. So I think it could get their car stuck. Actually, they try to go straight, but it's a fast quarter-mile track. I mean fast, but it was pretty cool to watch that.
That's awesome. I mean, yeah, the racing looks really, really good watching it when Corey streamed it in Discord for us. So the fact that you guys got to go there and not only hang with Chris and everybody, I mean, Terry, you and I have met in person, but it's fun to meet guys in person that we race with every week.
It sure is. I thought Chris was a lot taller, but he's not. I'm just kidding, Chris, if you're watching, buddy. But I tell you what, I've never seen that kind of hospitality, on strangers like us, just, walking into his race shop, walking into his trailer. Actually, he let Amanda sit in one of the cars. I was geeked out. I'm asking all kinds of silly questions that probably normal people know the answer to. I didn't. But, I asked because I wanted to know.
Right.
How you learn?
Yeah, I learned that watching him buy a set of tires for the race, watching him buy fuel for the race, and a couple odds and ends before the race, before he even got to the track. Yeah, I learned I don't want to do that. I don't have a big enough wallet.
Oh, is that what it is?
That's exactly what it is.
Well, maybe if you wouldn't be buying boats, you probably could afford it.
Yeah, I don't own a boat, but I do have a new Harley.
You wanted to buy a boat.
Well, the Harley definitely would not help.
Yeah.
Same thing with the Taffy.
Yeah, you definitely buy way too much taffy. Oh, here he comes.
Oh God, here comes the crumple. Oh God.
I told him I was going to do that. Yeah, I got me a couple nice sized bags of taffy from Vermont, so I have been sitting there eating a little bit of it, but I've kept my mic muted to do that.
Well, we are down here at the last minute practice. Looks like these guys are about to turn some qualifying laps, so they should be winding down this pit party. Which they've been doing a pretty good job of keeping it clean, from what I can tell. I haven't really seen anything.
And don't even
drastic
in the practice.
or anything.
But I was say even in practice, Jamie stayed out there at the top of his times, along with Chris Trail. Nothing's really changed in the top three here with Taylor, Chris, and Jamie. I can't remember where Paul Ellison started that though.
I don't remember either. But he's definitely popped up there. He's got some good lap times. Joshua Rutherford, he's up in the top 10. Amanda Sherman 12th. She's running pretty good right now. She's only what is that? A little over a 10th off of Hubby Corey.
Yeah, I mean, you can definitely pick out the people who put in some practice time. I mean, I was in the session earlier, and Joshua Rutherford, he ran over basically a full race distance in the practice earlier. So to see him in the top 10, that's a good job on his part. Looks like we're about to get into qualifying now. We're going to have to see who decides to go out on track first. So who's going to see if those temperatures might drop a little bit so they can get a little bit quicker of a time.
Definitely looks like the 64 of Joshua. Well, actually, both the Rutherfords are going out right now. And looks like Amanda Sherman is also exiting the pits. Brandon Feeney, he's out. Let's say it's about a quarter of the field so far. They're just saying, you know what, we're just gonna go.
Just get out there, set your time, see where you stand. It's a long race, so you definitely got a lot of time to manage your tires and see what, like you said, if it's maybe going to turn into a fuel race.
And that is another thing we got to think about here in a few minutes. We got that wheel spin to figure out when our competition caution is going to be. Now, obviously, if there is a caution before said lap, there will not be a competition caution. But if we do get to that lap without there being a caution prior, there will be a yellow thrown.
So I'm watching Joshua Rutherford here still, and he's taking his first green flag lap. Now, I was working with him a little bit in the practice session, and he managed to gain quite a bit of time. And as I see him running the top of the racetrack like I told him to do on his first lap, I'm curious to see where he's going to qualify because he likes to drive the car in deep. I noticed that when I was watching him, so I have to see how this one plays out for him.
Let's see. First lap for Josh. So 42.05. That's not quite the 42.5. Sorry, I saw.
That's running the top of the racetrack though. So now he's moved back down to the bottom, and we're going to see what he does now.
Yeah.
But Brandon Feeney right now, actually, I say that now. Jason Raymond, 41.7, and now Greg Moore,
the 41.74.
New guy, top of the charts right now. Brad Collins putting in a time there of a 41.876.
So guys, I'm on through the field.
Here comes Jamie. Jamie crossed the line. Where's he go? Jamie Walker, 41.7. Only third so far.
Joshua Rutherford, top of the board, 41.633 for the number 64.
That's more like it. That's going to be a pretty good lap time. I want to say that should hold, but we're going to have to see what weather conditions do here.
I don't think Jamie Walker's taking a second lap. I think he hit the wall.
He did hit the wall, Terry.
Yep, Jamie Walker is done. Let's see who else. Brad Collins' second lap did not improve.
I'm watching Rick Thompson right now.
So Dalton, we've talked about this. Well, Sam and I've talked about this before. That again, I've went to the field. Some of these guys still have not qualified. Again, man, they're leaving money on the table. That first and second place start, it pays off at the end.
Derek Paulson jumps up to second on the board with a 41.7 on his first lap. We'll have to see what he can do, if he can improve.
Well, we're going to definitely see what these drivers are capable of here in qualifying. But first, I need everybody, if you can, please rise and remove your hats for tonight's national anthem, again, sung by our very own Joshua Rutherford.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
And welcome back, everybody. Not much has changed so far. Joshua Rutherford at number 64. Top of the board, Terry.
Yeah, I've been sitting there watching this too. Not a lot changing. Chris Carroll in that 24, still sitting in second. Blake Decker did jump up to third with a 41.65. And Derek Paulson, Paul Ellison, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, John Perkins, Brian Zimmerman, Kyle Wellman, Greg Moore. That rounds out your top 10 at the moment.
There's still 4 minutes remaining, and I'm looking at Tanner Marr right now on track, Terry. He's going to go fifth quickest. Interesting time, too, with a 41.666. We look at the number 28 of Brian Zimmerman. No number on the side of his car for me, but we see him as the number 28 on timing and scoring. Currently P10. Going to have to see if he can improve. Well, looks like he's going to back out of it, Terry.
Well,
spins it down pit road.
Yeah, Tanner, I think he's going to stay right where he was at. Corey Sherman just got the pole.
Oh, and gets into the wall. But yeah, Corey Sherman top of the board with a 41.573. Corey Sherman and number 3 Savage Edge Chevy.
Wow.
Just
Looking
bumped.
like we only got one driver that could take that away right now, and that's Brian Dees.
And Brian Dees is the only car out on track right now, and he has, I think he's on his first lap right now.
What it's showing me, first lap, Brian Dees. Let's see what he can do here. Ran the top, just like Joshua Rutherford did. First lap, 43.08. Definitely was getting the heat in the tires, get some grip, get around here on the bottom. I know he does like this racetrack, so he should be able to get a pretty good lap in here. might get to the bottom in 3 and 4.
That's what I was just thinking too, Dalton.
Looks like he's definitely pushing the car really hard. Down on the apron, across the line though for Brian Dees.
Gonna be
Top of the board.
Oh, top
by
of the
one.
board.
41.561 for the number 17 MFRD of Brian Dees. The Soul Stealer bumps Corey Sherman off the pole.
What a lap by Brian Dees.
Blake Decker's out there right now.
He was turning. Looks like he was turning some practice laps or something.
Yeah, he's coming down pit road. So it looks like everybody who wanted to take a time took a time. So right now we're just going to have to play the waiting game. About a minute and 15 seconds here before these drivers grid up for tonight's 120 lap main event.
Watching Blake Decker. He's coming out of the pits again.
Well, let's get a camera on old Blake Decker, see what he's up to. He's only got under a minute. I don't think he's going to be able to go out and take a time. Sitting
No,
fifth
I think
right now.
what Blake is doing, I think he is practicing pit entries.
Smart move,
'Cause-
actually. I mean, we all know how difficult it is to get on and off pit road.
Yeah, let's see. If I know Blake here, he's probably going to pull it down into the pits. He's trying to get everything he can. Nope. He's going to go at the speed.
He's 15 seconds left.
Yeah, he's not going to be able to get anything else really in. But he's ready for that wheel spin. Let's see when
That's
we
true.
get our
That's
competition.
very
caution.
true. We do got to do that real quick. So let's go ahead and get that done. I'll bring up the old wheel spin here. '22. Lap 22. That will be
10-4 on
your
that.
competition caution. 22. All right, guys. It's time to get this show on the road. These guys are gridding up. So let's get after it. Brian Dees in the number 17. Michael Falk Racing Designs Racing. He's going to be starting on the pole. To his outside, Corey Sherman in number 3, Savage Edge out of TNA Motorsports. Inside row 2, Joshua Rutherford, Work in Progress Racing. To his outside, Chris Carroll in the number 24, Refined Motorsports. Blake Decker, starting in 5th place, Laws Cause Racing, number 92. To his outside, Derek Paulson out of MFRD, in the number 6. Tanner Marr, out of 5, Kings Motorsports, in the number 4, going to be starting in 7th position. Paul Ellison to his outside in 8th position, in the number 55. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, in 9th place, in the number 10. John Perkins, out of Speed Mafia, in the number 33, is going to be starting in 10th place. Terry?
I started in 11th place, not 28th. New guy, Brian Zimmerman. Started 12th is supposed to be 42, Kyle Wellman. I'm reading in the chat. He's got DQ'd for something. I don't know. Started 13th is Greg Moore in his 34. 14th place, Jason Raymond in that 31. Jamie Walker in his 88 starting 15th. Brandon Feeney in his 38 starting 16th. Starting in 17th place is Amanda Sherman in her number 8. And Corey, this will be real hard for you to do tonight, guys. Corey Rutherford in the 5, starting 18th. Dalton, you want the rest? Go ahead.
Sorry about that. I was doing
You're fine.
the
You're fine.
pre-race announcements in Sim. Where'd you leave off?
Go ahead and start with Rick Thompson and work your way down.
So we had Rick Thompson ended up qualifying 20th, Casey Campbell 21st, Brad Lawson 22nd, and Kyle Hall 23rd, and Joe Alberico 24th. Two of them did not turn a qualifying lap. But hey, sometimes you don't need to qualify. Sometimes if they want to just be hanging out the back, they can hang out the back.
So Kyle Wellman is on track. For some reason, it said he got DQ'd. So I don't know what the heck that means.
I think he got DQ'd from qualifying.
Okay. I'm going to hang around mid-pack here at this green flag starts and see what Kyle Wellman and some of these other guys can do.
Pace car is off. Green flag is in the air. Brian D's great jump. We are racing here at Auto Club Speedway.
Looking in the middle and
Get
towards
away from everybody. We're already 3 wide in the back a little bit. Taylor Butcher Benjamin getting around Tanner Mara.
Kyle Wellman looking to maybe put it 4 wide here already.
38 to 34, running real close. 38 trying to get a hold of him. Got to get around him. Put on him.
Down into turns 3 and 4. Looks like Kyle Wellman's going to gain a position. He's going to slide up in front of Tanner Martin to number 4. Looks like these guys are finally going to sort it out after going 3-4 wide down the back straightaway.
Jamie Walker in that 88 checking out. Well, he was checking out the 34. 34 moves up in front of the 5 of Rutherford, whatever.
And again, here we go, guys. 3 wide. Jamie Walker looking to the inside there, the number 34.
Remember, guys, I said something earlier about Jamie Walker wanting to be on the top side when he was practicing earlier today. He moved up there too. Let's see what this does for him.
Yeah, I'm seeing a lot of people just kind of searching around right now, seeing where the fast line is. A lot of guys on the bottom, a lot of guys up top. Back up front, though, Brian Dees is your race leader, but don't look now. Chris Carroll is in second place, breathing down his neck.
Now, we watched that 6 before. Derek Paulson, he'll show up sometimes out of nowhere, man, and just work on you.
Not only that, looking 4th right there, Corey Sherman. Started outside pole, might be saving a little bit of tire right here, but riding consistently here in the 4th position. So just to remind everybody, we do have a competition caution on lap 22. Unless we get a caution before the competition caution, then that caution is gone. I just said caution way too many times there, guys.
You sure did.
You got the point across, though.
That's one heck of a point there. And again, I'm seeing really interesting lines even on the straightaways. I see some guys staying up towards the wall to keep that speed. I see some guys trying to cut the track as much as they can by going down to the apron. But looks like Chris Carroll's right again on the back bumper of Brian Dees, maybe looking for the race lead here going into 3 and 4.
Well, if I know Chris Carroll, he would like to get to the lead, but he's not going to be over aggressive with it. It's actually, he gets a really good run to 3 and 4. He's going to be side by side coming down here to the line. Looks like Chris Carroll's going to lead a lap here tonight.
Got to give that lap to Chris Carroll in the number 24. It looks like he's going to go down into turns 1 and 2, clear the 17 of Brian Dees very easily, and take over the race lead.
Guys, don't look now. Brad Lawson up 7 spots already and still trying to gain more spots in that 63 as he's trying to work his way around Decker.
And Terry, I'm sorry to cut you off, but this is a hornet's nest back here. I mean, look at this. You got guys all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it is. These guys are just going at it right now.
I mean, look at that. You got Amanda Sherman back there putting it 3 wide.
Yeah, Sherman 3 wide. Brad Lawson trying to get by Tanner Marr. Is that Blake Decker behind him? Looks like, yeah.
It is.
Oh, boy.
It's getting dicey back here.
Yeah, it's a 8-car breakaway. Then it's a little bit of a gap back to Taylor Richard Benjamin in 9th. And then we got Jamie Walker in 10th.
Oh, we're 3 wide again.
Spearheading all of this.
Oh, Blake Decker slides up in front of the 22. 22 slides up in front of his teammate, Casey Campbell. This is wild back here, guys.
This is insane racing. This setup. I so badly wish I could be racing right now. It hurts. It hurts to watch this.
Looks like they finally got it sorted out. They're going to be single file here. Let's go back up to the front of the field. We got another lead change. Derek Paulson in the number six has taken over the lead.
I told you guys, watch out for him.
And a little bit further behind them, Brian Dees. He's in the middle, 3 wide. He's got Paul Ellison underneath him. John Perkins to his outside. Comes Joshua Rutherford behind him. These guys ain't messing around.
Also, like to point out, sorry, Terry, but the number 42, Kyle Wellman, moved him up into third position, now second, up 10 positions where he started. He's going to slide up in front of the number 3 of Corey Sherman.
I'm sticking on this 63 of Lawson. He's now starting to work on the 28 of Zimmerman as he works underneath of him through the front chute there. He clears him going into 1.
So give Brad Lawson position number 12 for the time being. Brian Zimmerman right behind him. Brian Zimmerman, newcomer here, first race tonight with the Blazing Pedals guys. And again, I'm sorry, but back up to the front. We got another lead change. Looks like Derek Paulson backed out of it way far. He's back to 5th place now. John Perkins up 6 spots in 4th position. And now look at Kyle Wellman looking to the outside of the 24.
Then we got Corey Sherman looking to the inside.
He's got a
three
huge
wide.
run, too, for that number 3. Huge run. Wellman's going to keep it to the top side of the racetrack. Looks like Corey's running the middle. Carroll running that first seam.
Wellman's going to have a run here. I don't think he's...
He's
that
got
was
the run.
Wow. Corey's getting ahead
I
of the
did
run
not
now,
think
too.
he was going to make that move, but Kyle Wellman takes the run, and he takes the lead with that. What a move by Kyle Wellman to get up into that top spot. Oh, he's pushing tight. That looked like it was getting close there, but he held on to it.
I'm staying focused on these guys because Corey Sherman, don't look now. He's trying to go for that race lead.
We got the 33 of Perkins kind of looking at the 24 back there, too.
Corey Sherman to the inside of Kyle Wellman. He's got a bit of a run. He's got the line. Let's see if he can get up there and lead a lap.
Corey Sherman in the middle of the racetrack. Kyle Wellman up high. Corey Sherman's definitely going to get there. Side by side coming out of turn 4. Not quite. Kyle Wellman just had too much of a run coming off the corner with that momentum on the high side.
It's a heck of a race already. We're 7-8 laps into this?
We're on lap 11, and we got a competition
okay.
caution coming. And I think that's what these guys know because, I mean, again, we said the pit window here tonight is 20 to 24 laps. So watch for these guys to make it on fuel, come down, get fuel, and then what's going to happen?
Well, I think what they're probably going to do is I think they're going to take their set of 4 fresh tires, or they're going to take 1 set of tires here as soon as they can, because realistically they might be able to make it on 3 stops after this competition caution.
Corey Sherman to the inside.
They should be able to just run it dry and just take tires every time.
Like he's got a good run right here.
Yeah, but Kyle Wellman on the outside, again, going to have that momentum, and nothing Corey Sherman can do about that.
You know who else has a good run? Jamie Walker. He's back there looking for the 5th position. He just took it 3 wide underneath Paul Ellison and John Perkins. He's now underneath Derek Paulson. He's looking for 4th. Jamie Walker. Oh, Jamie had to lift.
Almost contact right there. Oh, wow.
Well, that was a close situation right there.
Yeah, it doesn't get any closer than that. Derek Paulson better say thank you, Jamie, for not hitting me.
Oh, he is. I can hear him.
It almost happened right there.
I forgot to turn my daggone iRacing on so I can hear these guys.
Back up to the front, Corey Sherman trying again. Looking to the inside.
do wonder how much are these guys actually like burning their tires off trying to battle for the lead right here.
Yeah, but you got to
we
think.
saw
you
it
get
earlier.
that-
Jamie Walker, he was, back, hovering right in the top 15, just kind of sitting there in that hornet's nest that was there earlier, and he's already knocking on the door of the top 5 again. So he's just been kind of steadily moving up there. Gotta wonder if somebody's going to try to play the gamble of not taking tires on a stop and waiting for a caution, which, with how the race is going right now, I don't see any reason to do that, because these guys are all giving each other plenty of room. They're, not being overly aggressive with anything. Everybody's just kind of playing nice at the start of the race.
I wouldn't say
Granted,
everybody's.
that would change later on, but
I wouldn't say anybody's driving aggressive, but I tell you what, this battle for the lead keeps heating up because Corey just will not give up on this 42.
Checking out Rick Thompson. He is kind of our biggest mover right now. Up 11 spots, running in 9th.
Looking to the inside of Brian Dees there, coming off of turn number 2. Not quite able to get there. Going to tuck back in line. Number 64, Josh Rutherford. He's up there, 10th position.
Corey started to get around him and he knew he had to back out of it.
Oh, side by side for the lead again. Real close. They just will not give up.
It's awesome racing.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, we don't even know who to look at. That's the thing. We got stuff going on everywhere. Got a battle for the lead. We got battles back here for 10th. I mean, look at this. We got 5-6 cars under a blanket back here near 10th position. Paul Ellison leading the field on that one. Jamie Walker looking to his inside. John Perkins looking to his outside.
Guys, don't look now. Chris Carroll at 24 is sitting back there in 3rd. With these two guys up there racing each other, he has been able to catch right back up to them.
And that's the thing that Dalton was saying. I mean, are these guys using up their tires? And Carroll's just loving it because, as you said, Terry, look how much he's caught on these guys.
Man, yeah. Again, I don't want to give that spot up, Sam. I'm sure you or Dalton wouldn't want to either.
I wouldn't want to give it up, but at what point do you give it up? You know what I mean? You do have to save your tires. You don't want to overheat them. You don't want to overuse them, because then you got this situation where Chris Carroll's coming behind you, and now you have to worry about him with probably a little bit fresher tires.
I'm saying about 5 laps when we have the caution.
Lap 17 taking lap 18 right now. Competition caution will be flying here in a few laps.
we are 3 wide again back in this little pack. Rick Thompson in the middle, Taylor the Butcher Benjamin on the bottom, Joshua Rutherford on the top. Looks like they're going to kind of keep that going. Yeah, I think in terms of the giving up the position, it really depends how hard you think you're fighting. If you're fighting insanely hard to keep your position, then it's normally better to make it a sooner rather than later decision. Be like, you know what, just take it. But if you're not really overdoing it, the guy behind you's not really overdoing it, then that'll be a little bit different. But knowing Kyle Wellman, he's probably a little bit more on the push end, as these guys are still side by side for the lead. Chris Carroll just kind of licking his chops behind him. Oh,
Hey,
Wellman
you can
actually.
see the battle
Wow.
here as we're riding on board here with the roof cam of Brian Dees. Looking into the eyes of the Soul Stealer, ladies and gentlemen. Going down the back straightaway, you can see the battle for the lead up there ahead of him. He's not too far off again.
Oh,
Oh,
So
that's
close
tight.
here.
I don't know if they touched or not, but it was close.
Doesn't look like they did, but it was close. They are fighting really hard for this lead right now, and I think Chris Carroll sees that. I think he's kind of letting them do their thing. Plus, he's got Derek Paulson on his rear bumper, so he probably doesn't want to lose too much track position, trying to just watch this spectacle in front of us. Or Sherman gets half a car length out in front. Wellman with the run on the outside.
Still racing hard for it.
Well,
Who's going to
Sherman
give
just
in?
kinda
Tight
staying
racing
in the
again.
middle.
Nose and nose, boys.
Just nobody giving up.
Wellman almost hits the wall. They are not. Oh my God.
Wow.
They are not caring right now. They're like, we have a competition caution, which
1 lap?
2 laps to go till
Yeah.
the competition caution, because it'll be the end of lap 22. These
Corey's
guys are
getting a
throwing
run here,
haymakers at
guys.
each other.
Is it going to clear him coming down the back straightaway here? Yes, he
is,
does.
and he's gonna cross
Crossover.
Yes.
Down the back straightaway, Kyle Wellman with a crossover move down to the inside, going down to the bottom of the racetrack. The number 3 staying up high. Slide job by the number 42. Will he clear him? Crossover back by Corey Sherman. Oh my
Oh,
God.
and he almost hits the wall. Way to keep out of the wall there, Wellman. That was this is an amazing battle right here. White flag for the competition caution at least.
Yep. Corey just held his line through there, guys, and just let Wellman do all the work, go right around him in a complete circle.
Here comes Chris Carroll. He's gonna be side by side with Wellman coming down the backstretch here. We'll have to see whether he can be ahead of him when this caution does fly. It'll be a couple seconds after Corey Sherman crosses the line here. Oh, Carroll with a bit of a slide job of his own.
And Kyle
Did
Wellman
well.
going to try crossing him back
Whoa.
over. Oh, maybe a little bit of contact right there. That was close. Caution flag should be flying here shortly. Caution flag is out. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There is our competition caution.
Competition caution winner is Corey Sherman.
What do you think we bring Corey up in here and talk to him after pit stops?
I was thinking the same thing, buddy. I was going to ask that question too. I think we should let him get his tires on or whatever. And
Yeah, I think we should too. I tell you what, let's go ahead and take a real quick commercial break. Let these guys get lined up and down pit road, and then when we come back, we'll talk to Corey Sherman here. All right, everybody, we're back, and we're going to go ahead and bring the driver, the number 3, in to talk. Let's see if I can find him down here. Driver, the number 3, Corey Sherman, Sam, Terry, and Dalton up in the booth. Do you got a copy, my friend?
I got a copy.
Well, you know what, man? You got to walk us through what just happened there, because you and Kyle Wellman went at it for a solid, I don't know, 10, 15 laps. How's the car handling? How's the racing out there so far? What's going on?
Oh, I can't believe I'm sweating so much already after, 25 laps? Yeah, me and Well, and that was a lot of fun. We raced each other clean for I don't know how many laps, and whew, yeah, it's a hot one in here right now.
Yeah, we got you up on camera there. We see you smoking your cigarette. Don't ash on yourself, buddy.
It's okay. I'm a professional.
So what's your plans here for the rest of the race? You got a strategy going on? You ready? It looks like you ran out of fuel there on pit road.
Yep, I was sputtering pretty good coming down, and she died right as I pulled in my pit stall. So I don't know what the next part is going to have in store, but we're looking to just keep doing what we're doing.
Well, looks like you're getting the 1 to green right here. Good luck in the rest of your race, man. We hope to see that number 3 in victory lane tonight.
All right, thanks a lot, Sam. Talk to you guys later, hopefully.
That was the driver, the number 3, Savage Edge Graphics, Corey Sherman.
Man, you could tell in his voice he was a little nervous there, Sam.
Yeah, but he sounds ready to go, honestly. I mean, he had that little hiccup on pit road where he ran out of fuel, but, you know, not a big deal. Still a long race to go. I mean, we got a little under 100 laps here yet.
True, and now he kind of knows what kind of fuel window he has to have, so I don't think we're going to see, probably won't see nobody run out of fuel anymore.
Yeah, I think everybody kind of knows where they sit on fuel, but the question is now tires. Tires. We all know tires is what wins the race. Dalton likes to play fuel strategies, but tires win a race.
So looking at timing and scoring, Blake Decker looks like he never took tires. Let's see, Paul Ellison,
One thing
Joshua
I'd like to do.
Rutherford,
Now
and Corey Rutherford did not take tires.
with the pace car about to duck on off, which it does, Chris Carroll, finger on the trigger. And with green flag back in the air, I tell you what, guys, let's go ahead and give the fans out there watching Turn 3 Racing Network a good old turn it up.
Have at it.
All right. Yeah. There was like a black flag thing because Wellman ran out of fuel, but he pit.
Oh man, I tell you what, I love the crank it up. Those crank it up cameras are awesome. But we're back, and Chris Carroll is your race leader. 30 laps into this thing, guys. You guys have a pick yet?
You're going to make me get in trouble if I do that, you know, right?
Now, why would I make you get in trouble, Terry?
Because I'd be biased.
Well, don't be biased then, Terry.
I
Pick
think
somebody
I know
else.
who your pick would be then.
There you go. Dalton knows who I want to pick.
Who do you want to pick, Terry?
I mean, he just won the first, the only stage actually we have. So
Corey
he
Sherman.
is my pick. But I tell you what, Paulson, because he likes to come out of nowhere, I would almost have to go with Paulson.
He is pretty good here, too. Dalton, do you got a pick?
See, I'm in an even worse situation than Terry, because with Terry, he's got Corey Sherman up there in 5th. That's his teammate. I've got teammates 2nd, 3rd, and 4th, and they're all running really good right now. So I'm gonna say it's one of the MFRD guys, but I wouldn't be surprised if somebody else gets up there and throws a monkey wrench in that. You know, obviously Chris Carroll out there in the lead, he's doing a really good job. He's been running a really good race. Corey Sherman actually is working underneath Brian here, taking that 4th place away, or trying to. So we'll have to see kind of how this race plays out. As I see in the back, they are 3 wide. Kyle Wellman trying to make up after running out of fuel at the end of the competition caution.
He's right on the back bumper there, Brad Collins.
Now, what's your pick here, Sam?
You know, I'm not sure, guys. I got a few teammates out there, too. I got one running in the top 10 there. I don't know, man. Let me see here. Let me see. You know what? We gotta pick an underdog, right? I mean, you know what? I helped him out in practice, so I'll be a little biased. I'm gonna go Joshua Rutherford. I'm gonna throw a nail in there.
There you go, guys. Ladies and gentlemen, there's the picks for tonight. Throw us up in chat. Show us who you got up there for tonight.
Yeah, be sure to let us know who you are rooting for tonight. So what do you guys think? We're going to be seeing guys probably come down pit road here on lap 44, I'd say, somewhere around there.
I think they're going to stretch it a little further than that, honestly.
Oh, well, I don't know.
We went green on, what was that, lap 26? We went green, I think.
That's true. So maybe lap 50.
I'm thinking lap 50 would be on the very edge of it. I'm thinking probably 48 would be about the furthest I would personally go. But
let's give them a pit window of 45 to 50. How about that? 45 to 50.
Yeah. So we got some time.
Yeah, let's start looking for these guys to start coming down pit road here between laps 45 and 50. Taylor Butcher Benjamin trying to get past the number 24, just can't quite make it happen. Derek Paulson there running in the 3rd position. Corey Sherman back there, back up to 4th. After that little mishap on pit road, running out of fuel.
Watching Kyle Wellman, he just cannot get up to these other cars at the moment to get back up there where he was earlier.
Well, that's the thing, guys. We know that most of the guys didn't take tires, right? Like, they're trying to save that set of tires. Now, Wellman and Corey Sherman, they both were racing super, super hard. So, I think it's hard for Kyle Wellman right now. The car is probably really tight for him.
Well, he did take tires, so he is on fresh rubber. I think what Wellman may be doing now is after that first run, after seeing how things were playing out and seeing what the fuel was like for how hard he was running, I think maybe he's dialed it down a notch just to be able to go that little bit longer on fuel and secure, just kind of secure his strategy and be a little bit more on the conservative side with it. I don't really think it's necessarily a car handling thing. It could very well be, because the track is cooling off. It is getting a little bit darker, so the handling is going to change just a tiny bit. But no, I think he's just trying to work with the strategy at this point, because he knows he has the speed to get up there and go up and do something up there in the top 5. But
something I just noticed there, it looks like Brian Zimmerman, number 28. He got a little tight there, allowed Jamie Walker to get to the left rear quarter panel, get around him, and take that 10th position away.
We're having a good run by some of these guys. Brian Zimmerman, obviously one of the new guys out here. Greg Moore, right up there behind him in 14th. Both of them are running really well.
I'm watching Brandon Feeney in the 76 there of Thompson kind of battle it out there for that spot. What is that, 12th or 11th? Or I'm sorry, 12th and 13th. Little something about Brandon Feeney. I talked to him today. He won a super stock race yesterday at Peterborough Speedway up there in Canada. Here's the real cool thing about this, guys. One of his fans is a 4-year-old little girl named Ava. Ava, last week or 2 weeks ago, had 2 strokes. Yeah, that doesn't seem a whole lot, but guys, she's 4 years old. And Brandon told her he would go out there and win a race for her, and by God, he did. So, Ava, if you happen to be watching this, or Brandon, when you go back and watch this something, tell her the guys that turned 3 wish her the best of luck, and congratulations, buddy.
Absolutely. Congratulations to Brandon Finney on that win. Awesome story, too, man. You love to hear it.
Yeah. And I mean, obviously, he's one of the guys that races in real life out here. I don't know too many people that race real cars outside of our league, but Brandon being one of them, it's definitely helping him. I know Blake Decker races on dirt outside of the Sims. That's why he hasn't really been here all season. But he's working on making a comeback at least. Glad to see him out here tonight. Not having the best of runs at the moment because he didn't take tires, but
that's all about to change here within the next 10 laps, though.
Yeah, we'll have to see how this strategy kind of plays out because, some of the fuel numbers I was hearing, again, 20 to 25 laps, 25 being, relatively kind of tight. Maybe they might actually have to pit 4 times underneath, after this competition caution that they had. It'll be close, but...
Let's go ahead and go through the field once again here. Got Chris Carroll out there leading this thing. Taylor Butcher Benjamin still trying to work his way around him, just can't seem to get there. Running in second, Derek Paulson, third place. The Coffee Man, can't forget that. Corey Sherman, the Shermanator. Hey, Dalton, I have to make it a point. He beat you in karting once.
Yeah, no, he didn't.
Well, that's what he said. I got it here in my notes that the Shermanator has beat you in karting once.
And I have it in my email, the results of the karting, and I beat him in both races that we did. So, Mr. Shermanator, you ain't got my number. I got your number.
Shots fired.
You better be lucky I had brain surgery, otherwise I'd be out there beating him on track.
Wow, those fighting words, I think.
Those are fighting words. Don't they have beef too? I remember last season something happening to them at Bristol. Doesn't matter. Continuing on through the field here, Brian D's running in 5th place. The Soul Stealer. 6th place, my teammate John Perkins out of Speed Mafia. And Jason Raymond in that number 31. He's actually having a good run here tonight.
Yeah.
Also, don't look now, but Tanner Marr, he's running in the top 10.
He's had a nice little swing of momentum in some other leagues that he's been running in. I think a couple days ago he actually got a league race win. So he's definitely in some higher spirits than he's been in the past. So he's looking to build on that, especially here in Blazing Pedals.
Out there having
Jamie
a
Walker
great
right
points
behind
run.
him in 9th.
Yeah, surprising to see Jamie Walker back there in 9th. I mean, he was up there for a minute, dropped back, and now he's kind of in mid-pack. So maybe just riding around, saving them tires. We're going to have to see what that 88 is going to do.
Yeah, I'm thinking a lot of these guys, like especially Brian Dees, Jamie, Brad Lawson, Kyle Wellman probably still doing it a little bit, but not to the extent Brian and Jamie are. Just kind of saving the tires and making sure they can go that little bit extra on fuel, just so that way they can, have a chance at cutting out a pit stop. And even if they can't cut out a pit stop, maybe make it to where their last pit stop is going to be as short as possible. So we'll have to see it, because if they can only do 22 laps. Because remember, Kyle Wellman ran out as the competition caution was coming, so he only was able to do 22. From here, we got, what's that, 75 laps to go? Or am I? No, I'm being dumb.
Well,
No, I'm not. It is 75 laps to go.
75 laps to go. Rick Thompson rounding out your top 10 here. He actually
yeah.
just got around Jamie Walker, which put Jamie Walker back in 10th position. But the number 63, Brad Lawson, in 11th position. Brandon Finney, we were just talking about him having a good run out there. Looks like he's getting passed there by Greg Moore in the number 34. Put Brandon Finney back to 13th position. Brian Zimmerman right behind him in the number 28. And as we said before, Kyle Wallman looks like he's struggling a little bit on them older tires. Paul Ellison just got around him. Haven't talked too much about him tonight, running in 15th. Down 7 positions where he started. Brad Collins, also a name we really haven't mentioned a whole lot tonight. Only driver from Alaska here this evening. Kyle Wallman right on the back bumper of him here coming out of turn 2. Gonna push him down the back straightaway too. Brad Collins running in 16th position. Casey Campbell running in 18th, also out of Speed Mafia.
So right there, hold on a second there. Casey Campbell, I was in there watching him. He is back here by himself. Did we miss something with him?
Not that I'm aware of.
Okay. Okay.
Corey Rutherford, though, rounding out 19th position. He's only down 1 position from where he started. Definitely out there riding. Joe Alberico in the number 83 out of Speed Mafia. Out there in 20th position. 21st, Amanda Sherman. 22nd, Joshua Rutherford. And then 23rd, Blake Decker, because Kyle Hall is not out on the racetrack.
I'm actually surprised.
Pit stops and starting to start. Casey Campbell coming down pit road.
Maybe it is time. It is lap 48. I'm actually also hearing Chris Carroll. He's pitting in. Tanner Marr pitting in. So these guys are at the end of their window.
Now we're going to have to see what happens. Who's going to take tires? I assume everybody. Everybody's going to be taking tires here. But the question is, how fast can you get on pit road, get that tank full, get them 4 fresh tires, and get off pit road? How quick can you do that? Looks like Derek Paulson stays out on track one more lap along with Brian Dees. Maybe playing your strategy there, Dalton, trying to save a little fuel?
I'm thinking so, because it's going to be close. Because if we went green on lap 26 and they're able to go to lap 50, maybe even try to stretch it a little further, they may be able to cut out a stop.
So there's definitely a lot of different strategies being played right now. As we're watching pit road, a lot of guys on pit road. Like I said, assuming everybody's going to be taking tires here. Corey Sherman's on pit road, Chris Carroll, Tanner Moore, John Perkins, Taylor Butcher-Benjamin. Pretty much
Derrickson,
everybody.
Brian Dees is coming in.
There you go. They're coming on to pit road right now. Looks like they both make it on the pit road safe. Jamie Walker locks up the tires just a little bit. But it looks like it was kind of a split group there, Dalton. It looks like half the field stayed out for one more lap than the other half of the field. So I'm curious to who's going to take over the lead. However, look who's leading this race right now.
Joshua Rutherford. Which, looking at pit times, we have had some guys not take tires. So it's like John Perkins did not take tires. Rick Thompson did not take tires. Kyle Wellman did not take tires. Joe Alberico did not take tires.
Interesting strategy call. You know what? Joshua Rutherford right now, he wants a caution. He's out there. He's got guys put a lap down. He wants a caution.
I don't know why I caught it, but Casey Campbell, look at his times at 11.27 in the pits. He overshot his pit. I believe all he was able to do was just get fuel. I don't believe he got tires at all.
Again, we know how hard it is to get on and off pit road as fast as you can. You got to worry about all your tires checked. Do you have your fuel checked? Do you want to tear off? All of that stuff while maintaining pit road speed. It's definitely difficult. Joshua Rutherford, though, guys, he's still out there.
I think Josh is probably going to be pitting this time by. It has been 25 laps since he's
As
pit.
you
Yep,
say that, here he comes now.
So lead looks like it will cycle back around to Chris Carroll, who it looks like he's got a pretty. He's got 1.2, 1.3 second gap over Taylor the Butcher Benjamin. So he definitely got on and off of pit road just a little bit better.
Well, it
So
looks like
he's going to be pretty comfortable there.
looks like his teammate Dalton Brian Dees, he was up there behind Derek Paulson when they came into pit road. Now down 3 positions from there. Corey Sherman jumped him. Rick Thompson and John Perkins all got around him there on pit road.
Well, also, we got to keep in mind, Rick Thompson and John Perkins did not take tires.
Also very true. So we should see him catch them very soon. Interesting strategy, though. I'd like to point out that Josh and Corey Rutherford did not take tires. Kyle Wellman did not take tires either.
Yeah. And that is one thing that is actually pretty surprising for me. Corey Rutherford, excuse me. That's the second time he hasn't taken tires. And he's right up there. He's only half a second behind Jamie Walker and Kyle Wellman. So he's been doing some tire saving. And he's looking like he's having a really good run tonight. I expect him to take tires anytime we pit from here on out.
Hey, Sam, I got a question for you.
Go ahead.
Dalton, you are not allowed to answer this. I'm going to give you 4 names. Tell me what they all have in common. Matt Gruenberg, Dalton Kilroe, James Miller, Mark Arthur. What do they all have in common?
They've all won.
What else they got in common tonight?
They're not here.
None of them's on the track, guys. So that leaves Rick Thompson in the top 5 of people that's won races. The only one of those in the top 5 is on track night. And Thompson right now sitting in 6th, up 14 spots. So, I mean, this is anybody's race, of course, but Chris Carroll showing number 1. Chris Carroll right now is showing in 20th in our points. So this could shoot him up tremendously with the win tonight.
Well, yeah, winning you're
it's
in.
an open door.
Yeah, it's an open door for all these guys tonight. But who wants it the most? I'm almost going to say that 88 Jamie Walker.
Oh, I'm sure he does. Especially after the kind of luck he's had this season. You know, Jamie definitely, he needs to have one of these races where he gets back up on top of the podium.
Right now, Jamie's showing up 7 in 8th spot.
I believe he just got around Jason Raymond, actually. Looks like he's going to be trying to get around Tanner Marr here in a second.
Watching the 6, Derek Paulson. Looks like he's trying to reel in Doc there in that 10 car. I think he's reeling him in slowly. I tell you guys, Paulson might be the man tonight.
I'd just like to point out to everybody real quick, my table just vibrated from thunder. So,
Oh boy.
just a heads up.
Oh boy.
If the stream dies, you know why I lost power. Just so everybody's clear on what's going on. If it happens and it comes back on, I'll try and get it back up as quickly as I possibly can for everybody. We shouldn't have a problem. It looks like the storms are going to blow right over us, but wanted everybody in the chat to be aware of what's going on. That
Not to
being
kinda cut
said,
you off there, Jamie Walker, he's making a move around Tanner Marr now. Jamie Walker up into 6th. He is coming back up through. Oh, Tanner Marr fighting back on the inside. It's getting a little tight there.
that being said, we're going to go ahead and go to a commercial. We're going to keep you side by side. You won't miss a thing. We'll be right back, everybody.
Shut up and sit down.
All right, everybody, I hate to cut the commercial short, but it looks like we got caution here on the Speedway. Looks like Kyle Wellman in the 42 having issues here. Let's see if we can't get a replay on that. Oh, him and Blake Decker get together, actually, it looks like. Go ahead and rewind now a little bit here. Well, looks like Kyle Wellman gets a little loose. Yeah. Sends the 42 around, and that's going to bring out our first caution of the race.
Remember, go ahead, Dalton.
I will say, with this being just past halfway, these guys are in the window. They can pit now, and they'll only have to pit twice. That should throw fuel strategy out the window. It should be just go, 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 go.
So do you think you take tires here?
I think you do. I think you do, because most of these guys have at most taken 2 sets.
All right, just in. Kyle Wellman. Oh, wait a minute. I was just still talking about it.
Yeah, Terry's got his ears on race control right now to let us know who will be receiving the penalty for that one, or if the admins will have to look at it afterwards.
So Kyle Wellman spoke up, said he would take it. He believes he oversteered from the bump that Blake gave him, but then Blake keyed up, says, "No, man, that was probably me." So
yeah, I would have
nobody's taking really
for that
blame.
one. See, which that's exactly what that whole call your caution system that this league has in place is all about. It's that could have been me, but no, that was me. You know, these guys definitely don't like to wreck each other. Nobody likes to wreck somebody else. It's just, it's good to see that it's working the way it's supposed to.
Right, but now, are we going to wait till the end of the race to look at this, or are we going to have one of these
No
guys
need for
say,
that. No need for that.
Right.
The only reason we look at something at the end of the race is if somebody doesn't claim it.
But we've
And
had.
both of them are wanting to claim it.
Are you going to give them both an EOL?
I got race control here. It looks like race control will review it after the race, so I assume that every caution, even though that both drivers call it, nobody really claimed it, even though both took it. So it's either one takes it or nobody takes it. It's got to be reviewed. So
Philip Wallen checking there. There's an old name, guys.
look up in the lead right now, Paul Ellison. Not only that, the Rutherford brothers, they're up there in second and third, I'd like to point out.
Heck yeah. Hey, we talked a little earlier. 63 Brad Lawson. He was up there running his butt off, and now he was a one lap down before this caution. So now he's all the way back there in 23rd.
So we'll confirm it. Kyle Wellman is taking the blame for it.
Kyle Woman. All right.
Good
So
Corey Rutherford talking. He had his car turned on. So
this in from race control, number 42 EOL for the caution. Pace car lights are off here, guys. Definitely some different strategies being played out. We got 3 guys up front here.
Teammates. They all stayed out.
All 3 teammates. Yep, all work in progress racing.
I'm going to be looking for Paul Ellison to go as soon as he can, because he is on the fresher tires of the 3 of them.
We're going to have to see
it's
here.
4th through 11th on old tires, too.
Pace cars off. They're in the restart zone. Paul Ellison fires them off. We're back under the green flag here. Auto Club Speedway. Looks like Chris Carroll got a pretty good jump there, but not enough. Josh Rutherford's going to slide up in front of the number 24, maintaining that 3rd position. Corey Rutherford maintaining 2nd position. Rutherford. Whatever. Paul Ellison's going to maintain the lead, though.
Here comes the guys on fresh tires. They're making moves back there 3 wide. Looks like Brian Zimmerman on the bottom back there in the 28 is making moves.
So here's
Lone Dutchman out there, Philip Van Fleet checking in. What's up, buddy? Hope you had a nice little vacation there.
See Lori out there too. Go Tanner. Philip, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, they're 4 wide.
4 wide.
Ooh.
They're 3 wide. They're 4 wide again.
Oh.
Oh, it looks like Josh Rutherford down onto the inside. No, it wasn't. Who was that? Somebody
That's
went
Jason
all the way
Raymond.
Jason Raymond all the way down to the inside.
Heck of a save out of Raymond in that 31.
Look at this,
No,
guys.
one
Look
guy.
at this Hornets nest back here in mid-pack. This is crazy. Jamie Walker in the mix. Look, you got John Perkins, Corey Rutherford, Josh Rutherford, Jason Raymond, everybody back there.
Kyle Wellman's making his way back up through the field. He's underneath Corey Sherman 3 wide.
Look at this going into turns 1 and 2, 3, 4 wide. Look at that.
Oh.
Oh. If this setup was not as racy as it is,
Kyle Wellman a little loose.
More a little
these
bit.
guys would be doing this. And, oh my god. This is just insane right here, guys. Joshua
Jason.
Rutherford kind of backing
Oh,
out
John
of it.
Perkins pushing it. Oh, my God. Look at this. Oh, my God. John Perkins shooting the go. They're wrecking. Oh, we got a caution. The big one here. Oh, everybody's going to be in this one.
No. You had to assume something was going to happen.
Wow, man. That
but-
was wild, though.
Oh, wow.
That was fun while it lasted.
Yes, it was.
Yes, it was.
It's unfortunate that those guys got
the difference
turned,
between
but
fresh tires and old tires right there.
let's see if we can't get a replay on what happened there. Looks like the wreck already started right here. We're going to have to back it up. Let's see if we can't get a better angle on this for everybody.
Looks like it was between the 38 and the 33.
.38 and a 33. So let's go ahead and look at Brandon Fino. Let's go to the chopper view. See if we can't see what happened here and slow us down. I mean, you got 3-4 wide race and something's about to happen. It looks like the 38 kind of comes down on the 33, maybe trying to stay off the wall a little bit. Right hooks the 33 up into the outside retaining wall, which in turn looks like Corey Rutherford, wrong place, wrong time. Raymond's trying to check up for it. Rick Thompson gets involved a little bit there down on the apron. Looks like Brad Lawson, he's going to make it through there unscathed, getting the grass a little bit. Everybody else seemed to slow down, but looks like John Perkins and Brandon Feeney kind of got the worst of that.
Guys, pit road is extremely busy now.
We have Casey Campbell, Joshua Rutherford, and Joe Alberico have not pit.
Again, bold strategies. What, you know, we got how many laps to go here? 50 laps to go.
Had quite a few guys just take fuel only. Looks like Chris Carroll, Paul Ellison, Brian Dees took tires. Derek Paulson took tires. Amanda Sherman did not. Jamie Walker did.
Guys, at 83, Joe Alberico, he's up in third spot now.
Yeah. Stayed out.
John Perkins just come up and said he would take the blame on that.
So there you go, everybody.
We'll have to see. I wanna let it play out just a little bit. Personally, I think that should be Brandon calling it, but that's just me. But we'll see. We'll let it play out.
Well, I tell you what, guys. I mean, the guy's having a great run tonight. He's my pick. I'm pulling Josh Rutherford up. I want to talk to him real quick. So let's bring him up.
Yes, sir.
Joshua Rutherford, driver, the number 64. How's your race going out there tonight, buddy? You're running second.
It's going. It's like I've got a strategy in mind, and I'm hoping it'll play out.
So, do you think you got something for these guys tonight?
If I can get one more quick caution, I think I do.
All right. Well, you don't want to share too many secrets. Looks like
Exactly.
you're 1 to green. We're going to go ahead and put you back with your team. We just want to chat with you. You're my pick tonight, so go out there and give them hell.
All right. Thank you, Sam.
That was the driver of the number 64, Joshua Rutherford. In second place, my pick, guys. Having a good night.
And Sam, you heard what he said. If he could get one more quick caution, they keep racing that close together, he might get that wish.
I mean, from what we've seen, it looks like these guys are just going for it. There's guys running the high line, the middle line, the everywhere line. I mean, these guys are all over the place tonight.
And Dalton did give John Perkins the EOL. He'll be starting in the back. And I see a Tammy out there, too. Is that your mom or Sam?
That is my mom. Yes, it is.
Hey, Tammy, welcome. Thanks for being here.
All right, guys, so interesting front row. Casey Campbell, don't see him up here too much, but he's got his finger on the trigger right now. Green flag back out into the air for the number 73. Good jump for
Kyle
him.
Wellman in that 42, he's back up front after he served an EOL in the last caution.
Yeah,
Nice
but
recovery
also,
from him.
look what we got here, though. I mean, Casey Campbell didn't really get that great of a jump. Joshua Rutherford running the outside as we got looks like 3-4 wide back here. Good already.
Wellman has got to run on that.
Oh, my God.
Are they 4 wide back there? No.
Yeah, they're 3 wide up front. They're 4 wide in the back. I don't know who to watch, guys.
I think we need a... Oh, Kyle Wellman, he had such a run on his fresher tires. Oh, he's going to cut it all the way down.
What a move.
Look at Rick Thompson, though. Not only that, Brad Lawson in number 63. He's up there.
These guys are still on relatively fresh tires. Casey Campbell, he pit on the caution prior and did take tires, but doesn't seem like he's in too much of a hurry to try to hold the lead, as he's just kind of staying up out of the way. Kyle Wellman back up to the lead. Nice recovery from him. Glad to see him back up front. Rick Thompson is up 18 spots from where he started this race. Up now in second spot, clearing his teammate. Looking like he's going to have a run here at the lead, actually.
Yeah, Kyle's not going to give it up easy, as we've seen him fight Corey Sherman for 15 laps for the lead. So definitely going to have to keep a camera on these two.
because they are still just so spread out. They're 3 wide again back there. Corey Sherman, Blake Decker, I think Joshua, who we just talked to, they were just 3 wide, I think.
Almost 3 wide again up front there between Taylor, Doc Butcher, Brad Lawson looking to the outside. Can't get nowhere, though, with Casey Campbell out front of him. Taylor's going to go to the middle of the racetrack here. Casey Campbell to the top side of the racetrack. Brad Lawson, middle. Looks like he's not going to be able to get a run. He's going to slide right back up behind the number 73. Taylor Butcher Benjamin still on the inside of the number 73. Give it to Casey Campbell that time by.
Jamie Walker in that 88 coming off turn 4, got around the 92 of Decker. Now he's working on the 3 of Corey Sherman. I think Walker's about ready to go to the front, guys.
Oh, we got
Caution flag. What do we got, guys?
Uh-oh.
Sounded like John Perkins.
Let's see if we can't get a replay here. Yeah,
he did. Turns 1 and 2. Looks like
great save by the 64. We got to get another replay on that. I mean, it looks like they go down in the corner, and it looks like John kind of has a run and just gets into the back of the 64 here. Yeah, he just gets right into the right rear bumper of the 64, sends him around, but great save by the 64. Unfortunately, it looks like a little bit of a broadcaster's curse. We just talked to him. He was running up there, having a good night, but
hey, didn't he also say another quick yellow? Being in a good spot?
He did, but I don't think he meant himself.
Yeah, I don't think he did either, but at the same time, it does kind of help him from what he was telling us, so this may not be that bad for Josh.
Another thing I'd like to point out, guys, is that the sun is going down here. The lights are coming on, and the track temperature is going to get a little bit cooler. And these cars are going to start handling a little bit different, which means we might see guys start running different lines than they were earlier. How loose is the car? How tight is the car? How many of these guys got a little bit of damage from scraping the outside wall? That's the real question we're going to see here.
Yeah, when I was calling that Jamie getting around Decker and Sherman, he actually was on a low line, making it work that way. So maybe Jamie's actually changing his strategy up of what line he wants.
If you look over to the right of your screen, track temperature looks like it's 74 degrees, guys. 81% humidity, 67 degrees Fahrenheit. So definitely cool track temps here tonight.
Racetrack's gonna be pretty fast.
So do we have anything from race control of who took that? I assume it was the 33.
Yes, the 33 took it. He took it instantly.
So we got this coming in from race control. Again, you see at the bottom of your screen, number 33, another EOL cause caution. It's his second one of the night, guys.
Yeah, the first one was a little questionable. This one, there was no doubt about it.
And we know that, you know, everything looks different from the cockpit view, so I'm sure they'll look at that afterwards, and him and Brandon will get together and talk afterwards. That's what's so great about this league. Again, everybody, if you are interested in racing with the Blazing Pedals, guys, I put the Discord link in the description below. Join the Discord. Come talk to everybody. Bunch of great guys. You'll fit right in. I promise you that.
Another thing, if you guys are enjoying this broadcast on Turn 3 Racing has racing just about every night. Here at Turn 3 Racing, check them out. Hit the subscribe, like button, all that stuff. Get notified when they're going racing. Enjoy a lot of this stuff. They got a lot of great broadcasters.
I'm curious to see if they get one to green here.
It should be.
Pace car lights are off, so they're going to be one to green this time by Kyle the Wheelman Wellman and number 42 out front in that Rock and Relics Pontiac. Interesting enough.
Hey, interesting, but it works.
Well, we got, you know, that's the great thing about this Arca car. I guess great and bad. These guys can do all kinds of different paint schemes. I mean, we got a Pontiac and a Dodge on the front row, but they're both Chevy Impalas. It's the same body. And then we got a Ford Mustang and a Chevy behind them. So these guys do a great job painting And if you really want a great paint scheme, let's go ahead and shout out MF Racing Designs. Go hit him up on Facebook. His name's Michael Falk. He'll give you a great deal on paint schemes. He does half of the field here for Blazing Pedals. He does a great job. Dalton can confirm that. Terry can confirm that. Be sure to go check him out. Give him a like on Facebook.
Jason Powell checking it out there. How's it going tonight, Jason? Glad you joined us. Too bad you missed us on track. We know you had real stuff going on there at home, but thanks for joining us tonight.
Yep. Unfortunately, we were not able to get the invocation tonight by Jason due to his in real life stuff that he's got going on, but I'm sure when he comes back, he'll be glad to do it again. So everybody be ready for that.
Oh, yeah.
Speaking of coming back, we're off next week for the 4th of July. Then we come back to Dover, guys.
Yeah, that's going to be
Pace
a
car
fun
off
race
the
right
track.
Pace car's off in the hands of Kyle Wellman. They get into the Geico restart zone and they fire off.
Well,
Great
that's a
start.
really good jump there.
Yeah, great start for the 42. But in the back here, it looks like Casey Campbell didn't get going. Tanner Moore trying to get around him here. Brian D's looking to the outside. Nope, not going to be able to get there. Three
Taylor
wide going
Butcher
into
Benjamin
turn
up
one.
to second. Oh, Rick Thompson fighting back on the outside.
I was going to say, I think Wellman caught Thompson off guard there.
I'm watching this bunch of cars back here in the back here. We got Paul Ellison, Tanner Marr, Derek Paulson, Jamie Walker, Brian Dees, all these guys back here fighting for position.
Yo, Sam, I said something a little bit ago about Brad Lawson. He was all the way down there in 21st spot. Look where he's at now. Up 18th spot in the 4th.
Yeah, he's having a really good run in that 63 car.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. Heck of a run for the number 63 tonight. Kind of held in the back for most of the race, and now after halfway, he's been up there in the top 5. Trying to get by Taylor Butcher Benjamin here.
And Kyle Wellman is really doing his best to check out on these guys.
Well, like we were saying earlier, he's shown that he has the speed to be up here in the top 5 and be up here competing for the lead as we're taking starting lap 80 now, I believe.
81.
Yes, starting lap 81. So I mean, it's go time. This is the point of the race that
Well, here's the thing.
pretty much out the window.
I was going to say, are they going to have to still worry about fuel now? I mean, they can do about 20, 24 laps, so.
Well, I would think because most of these guys, looks like, the top 6 at least, all pit on lap 69 under the previous caution. Jamie Walker's the only one who pit Jamie Walker, Brian Zimmerman, Corey Sherman, Jason Raymond, they all pit under this previous caution that we just had. So those guys are probably in a better spot to where they can do probably the rest of this race on just one more stop. The guys out in front might not be able to do that, but the caution laps have definitely helped. It's going to be close, but I think everybody's going to be okay. Because, again, the caution laps are helping. If they can do 24 laps on a tank with the couple cautions that we've had, then I don't see any issues with them being able to make it.
Guys, get this. I'm looking at some our points right now. Kyle Wellman, which is still showing out here in the lead, he's 29th in our points right now. Win tonight moves him up into that win category.
Yeah, that would be huge, especially because Kyle himself, he's even said he hasn't had the best of runs. He hasn't been in the best place, just mentally kind of out here on the track. This is going to be a huge confidence boost for him if he can get it done. He's still got a lot of work to do here tonight. Still a little under 40 laps to go, but he's having a really good run, and hopefully this translates into some good momentum for him, and he can at least get a good finish out of it.
And in that 10 car, Taylor Butcher Benjamin, he's currently in our 8th spot in points. So win for him. Yeah, to move him up a few spots on that win. But right now, out of those 3, Rick Thompson's the only one out there with a win out of those top 3.
Yeah, and that's still a crazy thing. But with the dominance that Matt Grunberg has been showing this season, yeah, he's had a couple handed to him, but he's had the speed to be able to capitalize on these situations as we're almost 3 wide for 4th place here. Jamie Walker trying to get around Derek Paulson and Brad Lawson. You know, it just goes to show you how just crazy fast Gruenberg is on a weekly basis. And, you know, with those of us that have won races having issues, you know, if we weren't on track, we have races like this all the time, which
Right.
tempting, but we'd have to see.
You know, another one here real quick, and again, I've brought his name up a few times, at 63, Brad Lawson. Right now, he's currently 38th in points. What a big boost that would give him.
Yeah, I don't believe Brad has been here the entire season. He's only run a couple races because he joins a little bit later as he kind of takes the nose off Derek Paulson going into turn 3, defending the spot.
Yeah, it's going to allow Jamie Walker to get to the outside of the number 6 there. Not sure how Derek's going to react to that one.
Taylor Butcher Benjamin has caught up to Kyle Wellman.
Yeah,
The
he
team
is
Chaz,
there.
they are now 3. No, they're not 3 wide. Jamie was looking to the outside of Lawson. Here comes Taylor. He's got a run on Kyle Wellman now.
I think him holding up like that is just going to bring Rick Thompson in just a little bit closer.
Yeah. Derek Paulson drops back behind Jamie Walker. Jamie got a really good run out of 2. He's going to get around the 6 and maybe even around the 63 here coming out of 4, depending on how good his car just hooked the bottom. Looks like he's going to clear him. And Taylor Butcher Benjamin just right on the back of Kyle Wellman, not letting him breathe.
Yeah, but also, look, Jamie Walker looking to the inside of Rick Thompson here. He's going to go to the bottom of the racetrack here in turns 1 and 2. Rick Thompson running the middle. Looks like Jamie's been saving them tires because here he comes. Give him 3rd place.
Yep. And on top of that, again, like I mentioned a few laps ago, Jamie did pit under that last caution. These guys did not. They might be a lot tighter on fuel than we're thinking. So they may be taking it a little bit easier. As I say that, Taylor gets another run on Wellman, so I don't really think they're taking it that easy. But they could be trying to take it easy just to save just that little bit of fuel to make it that extra lap that would make their window open to where they can make it to the end of the race.
You notice Jamie Walker, he got around Rick Thompson there in 3rd place and kind of stalled out a little bit because now Taylor's looking to get around Kyle, but Jamie not really gaining too much ground on them right now.
Wellman throwing a block.
Like I said, we saw him race Corey Sherman pretty hard earlier. He's not going to give up that lead easy.
Oh, I know.
I was going to kind of go to that too, Sam, when you guys were talking about maybe saving that little bit, but we've seen Wellman him and Corey just wore each other out. I don't think Wellman's worried about the the fuel.
Yeah, I am starting to agree with you there as Taylor the Butcher Benjamin gets underneath Wellman. He
drives it in deep. He's going to slide job. Yep, slide job.
Wellman with the crossover.
Oh man, that's tight. Here comes Jamie Walker into the mix.
Here comes Jamie. Jamie to the inside. He's looking.
Pit stops are being called out, guys.
Casey Campbell looking to come into the pits here. He actually has been out of the longest out of everybody. He pit a couple cautions.
Taylor's got another run here. He looks to the inside of the number 42. He's definitely got him side by side going into turns 1 and 2. Will he clear him? Oh, he's going to try and slide up. Not quite. Jamie Walker's right there.
Kyle Wellman gets that run. He's going to stay on that outside line. Jamie's going to stay right behind Wellman, kind of push him up to get a nose in front of Taylor. Top 5 under a blanket, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th. They are all coming right back into this. These guys throwing haymakers at each other. You know,
Kyle Wellman right up the back bumper. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Jamie Walker right there. Give Kyle Wellman the lead. Once again, I'd say give it to Kyle Wellman that time by.
Casey Campbell, fourth fresh, and
gave it to Taylor by 3/1000ths of a second at the line there.
Look at this. You got Wellman in the middle. You got Paulson in the middle. You got Thompson on the bottom, and then Doc Butcher and Jamie Walker up the top of the racetrack. I mean, all these guys right now are battling for the lead. They are all battling for this track position before green flag pit stops.
And speaking of green flag pit stops, if our window is 20 to 25 laps, these guys need to be able to get it to at least lap 95 if they can. If not, then they may have to pit a third time.
Paulson looking underneath.
Second.
Paulson making it 3 wide going into turns 1 and 2. Getting a 2-for done right here. Not quite able to slide up in front of the 88. 88's going to get down on the door of the number 6 and pull him back. Get the run off of turn 2 and take that position back. And the run by the number 10 coming off of turn number 2.
Top 7 cars still under a blanket here. It's half a second from Kyle Wellman back to Corey Sherman in 7th. Chris Carroll 8th. Paul Ellison 9th. Blake Decker 10th. And everybody is just loving seeing these guys battle as hard as they are for this lead.
But this is the thing. I mean, this is literally anybody's race right now. Nobody is in control of this thing. With how close everybody is, I mean, anybody can win this.
Exactly. And that's what's just making this even better.
Jamie Walker managed to get around the number 10 of Taylor Butcher Benjamin. He's now trying to work on the back bumper of Kyle Wellman, but Kyle's still holding his own out there in the first position.
I will say this, though. These guys are catching up to Brad Lawson up in front. He's already made a pit stop. He did not take tires. So I'm thinking, unfortunately, unless there's a caution, I think Brad Lawson's going to have to make another stop. So I don't think I don't know. We're going to have to see when these guys pit. Because they are basically, I mean, they're out of the window right now. I don't think anybody can make it from here.
Kyle Wellman to the bottom side of the racetrack. Jamie Walker to the top side. Let's see if Jamie gets a run here. He was on the back bumper there going into 1 and 2. Doesn't look like he's going to get much of a run here, though.
You know, Doc Benjamin there, he's caught back up to these two guys, along with, I can't see who's behind him there. Oh, Derek Paulson in that 6.
Brian Zimmerman, new guy. He's up in 5th. Rick Thompson pitting.
And also Chris Carroll and Corey Sherman back there. Corey Sherman trying to make it 3 wide.
Boy. Battle for the lead. Jamie Walker underneath Kyle Wellman.
Oh, will he be able to make it stick?
Doesn't look like it. Kyle Wellman's going to get right on that door.
Yep, getting on his door. He's going to pull him back.
Here comes Doc Butcher. Got Corey Rutherford pitting in. And he pit on the same lap as Wellman, TBB, Derek Paulson. So these guys can't go much longer on fuel. It's going to be very tight. So this could end up being a full-on fuel mileage race here at the end.
25 laps to go.
And the window may or may not be open here. I expect to see
Kyle Wellman just going out of pit.
Pitting.
That's what
I expect to see Derek Paulson pit.
I think you can make it the rest of the way here. I'm pretty sure you can.
Paulson, Decker,
I think it'll be
all
close.
calling out the pits.
I think it'll be close.
Don't look now, though. Chris Carroll's catching these guys, too.
Walker decides to stay out. Whoa!
Derek Paulson with the pit entry of the gods there gets around Kyle Wellman. They're racing hard into the pits. That was an entry I didn't expect to see from Derek, as that hands the lead back to Jamie Walker.
Now these guys are going to be able to go one more lap, as a bunch of guys have already pit. Taylor Butcher Benjamin, Kyle Wellman. You saw them all coming down pit road. You see Corey Sherman, Brian Zimmerman, Jamie Walker, Chris Carroll. They all stayed out on track. Now that's the thing, Dalton. We know those fresh tires. Is that going to be a problem for these guys?
I don't think those fresh tires are going to be a problem, because what I've noticed is when you get the fresh tires, especially at this point in the run.
They're staying out another lap.
Yeah, because all the guys that did just make their pit stops, they had pit on lap 69 on the caution there. These guys that are staying out pit under the next caution after that. So they have at least another 4 or 5 laps of fuel. So these guys are good for another few laps. You know, as Chris Carroll takes the lead from Jamie Walker. I feel like it's going to be between Chris Carroll and Jamie Walker right now, unless Corey Sherman, Brian Zimmerman.
I was going to say, Corey Sherman's back there in third. Don't count him out. We've seen him run up in the front.
Chris Carroll is pitting. Chris Carroll is pitting.
So we got the call out for the number 24. He's going to be coming down pit road this time by Jamie Walker. Will he come down? No, he's going to stay out one more lap. Will Corey Sherman?
Walker wanting that caution.
Brian Zimmerman. Brian Zimmerman's down pit road. Corey Sherman stays out. Jamie Walker stays out. Lap traffic all around them, guys. This is starting to get good.
Guys, they're at 23 laps on a tank of fuel right now.
So they should be good for another lap or two, which, for where they're at, Jamie Walker's sitting in a really good spot because he should be able to make it to the end of this race and be able to go flat out, not have to worry about anything.
And he'll also have
the only monkey wrench for him would be if there's a caution with like 5 to go, because those guys that have all pit already, they're probably going to pit and take tires again. And if Derek Paulson spins out of turn 4 into the pits.
No yellow.
No caution, but that's going to be...
Oh, Derek Paulson on his lid too. We're gonna have to back that up and see what we can see here. We're gonna go ahead and rewind that. Oh man, it looks like him and the 63 got into it. It looks like here. Let's go ahead.
Yeah. So
slow that down
looks like
a
the
little
60.
Bit. Looks like they're just
Jamie
racing
Walker
tight.
just got out his pit, guys.
Derek gets in the wall a little bit. 63 comes up and just kind of hooks him. It looks like, but we stay green, so we're gonna go ahead and get back to live action here.
Here comes Jamie Walker down in the pits. Corey Sherman pitting too.
The aide of Amanda Sherman just called her pits out also.
That hands the lead over to Greg Moore, new guy tonight, first time racer.
And he's going to have to pit next time by.
Yeah, himself, Brandon Feeney looks like he's going to have to pit too. Well, Brandon Feeney's in now. So, Greg Moore, last car out here. It looks like this may cycle the Brian Dees maybe being our leader. Either Brian Dees or Chris Carroll.
88, full fraction, a full tank of fuel out in the way.
I think it's going to cycle to Rick Thompson.
Yeah, you're right. I completely missed that. So it should be Rick Thompson, your race leader.
Yep.
He did take tires. Brian Dees did not take tires.
Interesting strategy call.
Corey Rutherford did not take tires. Chris Carroll did take tires. Jamie Walker took tires. Brad Lawson did not take tires. Here comes Blake Decker around Jamie Walker. He does take tires.
Got to start working on the back.
Take tires.
Working on the back bumper. That 63 is going to get around him fairly easily. That number 92. So put Blake up in the 6th place.
I think we need to keep an eye on Jamie Walker because he's going to be coming like a bullet bill in Mario Kart. I'll tell you that.
He's already made his way around a couple of these guys, and he just got his way around the number 63 of Brad Lawson. And you can tell the difference in tires here because the number 28 got a heck of a run there through the center of the corner. And he's going to get around him. Tanner Marr also looking to get around him here. But Rick Thompson, your race leader, he's got about a second gap over Chris Carroll right now. Remember, Chris Carroll, I believe, has a little bit fresher tires than Rick, so we're going to have to see what happens here.
I'm hearing car a little slow on the front stretch, but no caution yet. So I'm not sure what's going on there.
That was a 38, I believe.
Oh, we are 3 wide. Almost. Jamie Walker gets around both Blake Decker and Corey Rutherford in one corner. Jamie Walker up to 4th on the freshest tires in the field. Does have a little bit of a gap he's got to make up, but he is not that far behind.
Oh man, almost
at the
contact.
line last time he was 4 seconds behind Rick Thompson.
Almost contact there between the 73 and the 92. They get away clean.
So at the line, Jamie Walker 3.8 seconds behind Rick Thompson, your race leader.
And Chris Carroll is running them down. It's down to about half of a second right now with 17 laps to go. You see the gap right there, ladies and gentlemen?
Jamie Walker closing on Brian Dees, who did not take tires, so should see Jamie get around.
Oh, he's going to fly
17.
by him right here.
Yeah,
Look at
he's
that.
going to fly by him here. And he's got, let's see, what's that? He's got 2 lap fresher tires than Chris Carroll, 6 lap fresher tires than Rick Thompson.
Chris Carroll's on
So
the
I
back
do
bumper of
expect
Thompson.
I expect Rick to put up a massive fight here.
Oh, absolutely. He may have a win already, but he's definitely going to try and get another one here tonight. Chris Carroll gets run to the
Now
inside.
that I say that, I don't think he's going to have much of a choice. Chris Carroll's got such a run on him with 4 lap fresher tires. He'll try, but
Yeah, it
You
looks like
you still can't count Jamie out. We got 15 laps to go.
yep. Chris Carroll does get around Rick Thompson. Looks to try to set sail. Rick gets a little bit of a run out of the corner by running that middle line. How are we gonna? Let's see. Lap times. Chris Carroll ran a 41.7.
Yeah,
Jamie Walker
Jamie's-
with a 41.4. He was 0.3 of a second faster that lap.
Yeah, but he's got a lot of ground to make up there in 15 laps. I mean, he could be done, but he's going to have to really push it here.
Yep. And Jamie's also got to get around Rick Thompson if he wants to get to Chris Carroll.
Which I think if Jamie gets to Rick, I don't think Rick will put up too much of a fight with Jamie. I mean, especially for how far he's going to have to catch him from. I mean, he's 2 seconds back right now. Go ahead and look at the lap timing that time. Chris Carroll with a 41.8. Jamie Walker, 41.6. 2/10 faster. Not sure if it's going to be enough, though, Dalton.
Well, by that math, 2.6 seconds if Rick Thompson doesn't put up that much of a fight, as we actually see Kyle Wellman up in front of Chris Carroll.
But-
He's his last car on the lead lap,
Yeah,
so,
so
he
he's-
may be putting up a fight here to try to stay on the lead lap.
Yeah, and I mean, rightfully so, right? I mean, a caution comes out, and I'd fight him, too. Why not?
He's trying.
Still on his door.
42.1 for Chris Carroll, 41.8. That's 3/10 right there. Did have a little bit of assistance from Kyle Wellman.
The gap really hasn't shrunk too much. It has to Rick, but not to Chris.
Well, it did shrink 3/10 of a second, so, and that's those couple tenths add up.
We still
I
got
think
13
Jamie's-
to go.
True. We'll have to see what Chris Carroll can do now that he's in some clean air. Going all the way down to the apron, trying to cut as much time and distance out of his lap as possible. Only 1/10 of a second between Chris and Jamie right there. Jamie with a 41.8, Chris with a 41.9. I don't know. Maybe the tires are going to even out here, and I'm thinking that's what's going to end up happening. I think the tires are going to even out, and Jamie's not going to be able to gain enough. But hey, anything can happen. There's still 11, 12 laps to go. Oh, Rick Thompson coming into the pits.
Interesting move by the number 76 of Rick Thompson coming down pit road.
I wonder if he knew that he couldn't have made it. Because he did pit on lap 94, which
Maybe-
that was just outside of the window.
Well, we got a camera on him here. Let's see what happens if he takes tires on. It looks like it might just be a splash and go for the 76. That actually puts first-time racer here in the Blazing Pedals League, Brian Zimmerman, up to 3rd place with Blake Decker right in tow in 4th. And look now, guys, 5th place, my pick, Joshua Rutherford. He's up there running in the top 5. Go get him, Josh.
Come on, Josh. Let's see, lap times here. Chris Carroll with a 41.9, Jamie Walker 41.8. So it's staying about a 1/10 of a second, the difference between them on lap times. But if this goes green to the end, Chris Carroll's kind of has Jamie Walker right here. I don't think Jamie's going to get him.
Anything could happen, though. We could get a caution. We don't know. 10 laps is still a long way here at Auto Club Speedway.
And that battle for the podium is heating up. Brian Zimmerman's got it. Got it all the way back to 7th place Jason Raymond wanting it.
Corey Sherman back there in that 3, kind of working on Joshua Rutherford a little bit, gets up behind him, and well, I think he wants to give him a love tap, but knows better. As they follow in Blake Decker in that 92.
Blake Decker, he
Oh,
got real tight
door.
on Joshua Rutherford.
They door each other a little bit there. They keep it straight, though.
Corey Sherman gets around Josh. Blake Decker is on the oldest tires out of this group of cars.
Corey Sherman's
He's been
going
on
to
lap
dive down.
96.
Oh, he's going to... Oh, my God. Oh, goodness. He tore Blake up out of the way. 3 wide coming out of turn 4.
Josh Rutherford up to 4th. Brian Zimmerman's loving this.
Jason Raymond's up there, too.
And they're still not done. Blake's still there. He could get back to him.
He might get back to him. It looked like Corey Sherman might have came up and doored the 92 a little bit there. Maybe a little payback from the All-Star race. Remember, they had a couple of run-ins there before. Number 3 all over the back bumper of the 64. Oh. He's going to push it 3 wide, going down the back straightaway.
And all of this is just letting Brian Zimmerman get away from him. Jason Raymond has his nose out in front.
3 wide coming off turn 4. Jason Raymond into the outside retaining wall.
Oh, that's going to be costly for him. That's going to hurt his momentum.
6 laps to go this time by. 7 laps to go. I'm sorry.
Meanwhile, back up front, gap has kind of stabilized at about 2 seconds. Chris Carroll just kind of bringing it home while we watch what's going on here, battling for 3rd. These guys are just not giving an inch to each other, and it is the most entertaining thing I've seen all night.
Yeah, this is a great battle here between the 64 and the number 92. Looks like 92 might clear him. Joshua might get a run here coming off the corner. Oh, he's going to stick the nose in there.
Guys, Corey Sherman is running the hell out of that 3 car to catch up with Zimmerman to get that 3rd place.
Well, we know he wants it, Terry. Everybody in TNA is going for that first gold banner.
Oh, yeah. He is wearing that thing out.
And just that last lap alone, Corey Sherman was 0.6 of a second faster. And he's right on the rear bumper. He is there.
We have to watch this battle right here. This is for podium. Will Corey Sherman get around him? He's going to get to the inside coming off of turn number 4.
Come on, Brian. Fight him. Do it.
As we all know, Corey Sherman did beat Dalton Kilroy on karting once.
See, you keep saying that, but it's wrong information.
Oh, it's here in my notes.
Well,
the notes can't be wrong.
The picture that's
the notes can't be wrong. You're right. 5 laps to go. 5 fingers in the air from the flagman this time by for Chris Carroll. He's still out in the lead. Jamie Walker right up against the outside retaining wall in turns 3 and 4, trying to get all he can out of that number 88. Corey Sherman gets around Zimmerman for the 3rd spot. Look now, though, Joshua Rutherford going to the outside of the number 28.
Looks like he's going to get 4th position.
This is a great run for the number 64, guys.
Oh,
great run.
It's very clear that the advice that he's been given in the practice that he put in for this race is working, because he's up there having a really good run. He's needed something like this.
Jamie has closed the gap just a little bit. We got 4 laps to go, coming to 3 this time by.
Blake Decker gets around Brian Zimmerman. Zimmerman sends it back underneath him. Crossover. Blake with the crossover again. I think
he just got a
Brian,
full circle around Decker.
I think he's got I think he's used his right front up a little bit, because that car looks like it's having a hard time turning on corner exit.
Got a battle back here between Brian Dees and Brad Collins here. Looks like Brad Collins is a couple laps down, so Brian Dees just trying to get around him. Jamie's just not quite able to make anything happen to catch Chris Carroll here. They're running pretty identical lap times. Jamie Walker's about a 10th faster, but Popsicle Sticks in the air from the flagman for the number 24. 2 laps to go.
Corey Rutherford
has to
pitting.
pit.
Wow. And one-time leader Rick Thompson, he is our first car on the lead lap. Well, Brandon Lawson is now.
I mean, scoring just updated.
Nope, I'm sorry.
Rick Thompson, last guy on the lead lap.
Yep.
That brings into question Taylor Butcher Benjamin. He pit on the same lap as Corey Rutherford. Is he going to be able to make it? Back there in 11th. Looks like he's battling with Joe Alberico.
Out of turn
White
number
flag
4.
in the air.
Across the start finish line. White flag in the air for the number 24, Chris Carroll. Another first-time winner tonight, guys.
Yep.
Turns 1 and 2. He's going to run it nice and smooth. He's got really nothing to worry about. 2 seconds back to Jamie Walker. Jamie's not going to be able to get there. It was only about a 10th faster that lap, maybe a little less. Down the back straightaway for the final time. Into turns 3 and 4 for the number 24. He's going to take it all the way to the bottom of the racetrack. It paid off. He's up 3 spots from where he started. Out of turn 4. Across the start finish line. Give the win to Chris Carroll in the number 24.
What a race. Jamie Walker brings it home second. Corey Sherman is going to bring it home on the podium. Joshua Rutherford 4th. Jason Raymond 5th. Brian Zimmerman 6th. Paul Ellison 7th. John Perkins 8th. Brian Dees 9th. Taylor Butcher Benjamin does make it back around in 10th. Blake Decker did run out of fuel. So Blake Decker did not maintain the position he was running in. I believe he was in 6th place before that. And unfortunately, he ran it out. Chris Carroll not wasting any time getting back around to the start-finish line to do his burnouts.
No, he wants to do his burnouts, and rightfully so. It was a great race tonight. I mean, they definitely had to work hard for it tonight. Everybody did.
And Chris Carroll, he locks himself in for the end of the season.
All right, guys, we're going to go ahead and take a quick commercial break, and when we come back, post-race interviews, stick around. All right, everybody, we are back for post-race interviews. We're going to go ahead and get Corey Sherman up here in the booth, our third-place finisher, the number 3, Corey Sherman. This is Sam, Terry, and Dalton up in the booth. Do you have a copy?
I got you guys.
All right. Well, Dalton's got questions for you, Corey.
Does he?
First off, why have you told people you beat me at karting when I have proof that you did not? Okay?
I don't know. Sam told me to fill it out, so I filled it out to the
Well.
best of my ability.
I knew you had a little bit to drink when you were down here, but dang. But dang. No.
I won in my mind, Dalton.
Good run here tonight. Finished P3. You had a really strong run pretty much the entire race. Walk us through how everything was going.
Yeah, I mean, this 3 machine, it felt like I could put it anywhere tonight. It was a lot of hard racing out there, a lot of clean racing. It was a lot of fun tonight. Yeah, I had a blast, especially that, I don't know, it was like 15, 20 laps, me and Kyle Wellman just battling for the lead. And yeah, I mean, it worked out perfect with that caution. Me and Jamie came in and topped off, so I knew I was going to be good to the end. And I put fresh tires on then and just started blowing by people. I knew the fall off comes about 5 laps. I knew I had to be fast those first 5.
Well, hey, it was good enough to get you up into P3. You guys were having a whale of a battle trying to figure out who was going to get third here tonight. Who you got on that car? You got to thank?
You know, first of all, I got to thank my teammates, TNA Motorsports. It was just me and Amanda tonight, but I know Phillips in Jersey. Chris said it was really hot in his house, and Aaron's in Tennessee, and Rick is sick, so, and Terry's up in the booth. So it was just me and Amanda. You know, thank all those guys. We had a blast this weekend with them, and we look forward to do that again. You know, Savage Edge will put your name on anything. Check us out, savageedge.com, or on Facebook. MF Racing Designs. Get yourself a paint from Michael Falk, or playing the putting from the rough. Society can play some of his golf courses. He makes those too. What else we got? The TRJ Karting, Priority Auto. They're a new sponsor. I don't know if you saw them on my mirror earlier. I don't think Chris knows it yet, but yeah, Priority Auto. Go to their website. Go to /sponsor and use code Shermanator, and you'll get 20% off of an oil change.
Well, hey, again, congrats on P3. We'll go ahead and get you down back into your team channel, whatever you got to do to go celebrate that. Have a good night, and good job here.
All right, thanks a lot. Yeah, thanks for you, Sam, and Terry for doing the broadcast. I'm hopping out right now and gonna check it out. So thanks for doing that for everybody, guys.
I'll be in there afterwards. Stick around.
Okay.
Driver, the number 3, Corey Sherman, finished in 3rd place tonight, taking home that TNA banner. Next, we're going to go ahead and bring in our 2nd place finisher, and that would be the number 88 of Jamie Walker. Jamie Walker, Sam, Terry, and Dalton up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
Yeah, I got you guys. Go ahead.
Hey, Jamie, it's Terry. Buddy, I know we've said this to you before. Always a bridesmaid, never the bride. You look strong out there tonight, Jamie. Anything else you could have done different?
I guess the only thing I could have done different is maybe pit with him to, stay a little bit closer to him. I thought maybe, he'd be a little bit shorter on fuel. He'd have to save, and I'd be able to, gain on him that way, but I wasn't able to do it.
Yeah, I mean, we was all pulling for you. We was pulling for everybody, man. You had a hell of a race. I seen you sitting back here, I don't know, 7th, 8th, 9th, somewhere. You sat there for a long time. Then all of a sudden, bam, here comes the 88. You're in the top 3. You're leading the race. Then you had to pit. So, I mean, was you staying back here mid-pack for a reason?
It was just hard to pass. I mean, I had the high side working better than anybody else. I could get up there and run, and it wouldn't make up any time. I'd get a good run down the straightaway, but by the time I got down to the corner, I'd have to go to the inside, and then everybody on the outside would get around me. So it just kind of hard to do it.
Yeah, something else I noticed. I also talked to a couple other drivers earlier, saying you was kind of helping them out on the top line, and I watched you. You actually was running that top line. You was fast up there. Then again, you had to move that thing around. Did that moving around kill you, or did it make you better?
I knew I could go up there if I needed to. If all hell broke loose, I could go up there and I could make it stick. So I knew it was safe up there.
Help 10-4. Well, you had the win a couple weeks ago for the All-Star. You get second place tonight. I mean, that's still momentum for you, bud. We're heading to Dover in a couple weeks. We're off next week for 4th of July. Any intentions on Dover? How you like that?
Lately, I've been running pretty good there, so I'm kind of excited for it. We'll see what happens.
All right, buddy. As usual, what do you got on the car you want to thank tonight?
First of all, I got to thank you guys up in the booth. I can't thank you guys enough for stepping in and when all hell broke loose there. And then, of course, Corey Rutherford for painting this car, TRJ Karting for sponsoring the league, Skittles, my number one fan, of course, Butt Kicker, and everybody else affiliated with Blazing Pedals.
All right, Jamie, I appreciate it. Congratulations on that second place, and Sam will get you moved back down.
It was Jamie Walker, driver number 88. As Terry said, second place finish. Good run for him. Wishes he could have got first place, but, you know, maybe next week. Well, not next week, but the following week. All right, now, the person you all have been waiting for. The number 24 of Chris Carroll. Chris Carroll, Sam, Terry, and Dalton up in the booth. Do you got a copy?
I got a copy, Sam. How's it going, boys?
It's going good, man. Hey, you came home with a win tonight. I want to know how it's going for you.
Well, I wasn't sure if I was ever going to get a win in this league. It's number one, it's tough. Number two, I think I got the worst luck ever just in this league. I seem to do all right everywhere else, and always something happens. And tonight it didn't. We just got the races out and go for it, man.
Well, yeah, man. Honestly, we weren't sure how the pit stops were going to cycle out there, and you managed to come out. Were you worried that Jamie was going to catch you there, or did you think you pretty much had it locked in?
Well, I'll be honest. He pitted a lap or two after I did, so I figured he'd either get close or come get me on a couple lap fresher tires, but I was shocked that he didn't get closer.
Well, we're off next week, but we come back the following week. We're going to Dover. How do you feel you're going to do there?
Oh, man, I thought tonight, I don't have any laps around California. I thought I'd probably run about 15th tonight, not knowing what I was doing, and kind of figured it out as the race went. Dover's a different story. We like the short tracks, and that's short enough to call it a short track. So,
all right, man. Well, we're gonna have to definitely keep an eye on you. You got to win tonight. You're in the playoffs, so I'm sure you feel great about that. Most important thing, who do you got to thank on that car tonight?
Well, I always got to thank USAFirearms.com and Brian Zimmerman. Got to thank the Five Kings guys, Tanner, and the boys, and always got to thank the Pit Lizard boys. They make this thing go fast, and then we show up wherever there's 4 tires and a race car. So, also want to wish Dalton Kilroe here some well wishes after his surgery. I hope he's feeling better, and hopefully he's out here soon. And yeah, man.
All right, man. Well, hey, great race tonight. You came out with the win. Like I said, you're in the playoffs. We're going to go let you celebrate and get with your team and everybody. So go have fun, and we'll see you again at Dover.
Thank you, sir. Sprite on the rocks all the way around the board.
There you go. All right, guys, that's the driver, the number 24, Chris Carroll, your winner tonight. And, guys, that's going to wrap it up for us. Do you have any final thoughts, everybody?
And I just after that race, you know, I don't know what to think. That was an awesome race. You know, these guys show exactly what we've been trying to do all season. That this is exactly what some of these guys needed, especially some good runs with, you know, Joshua Rutherford, Jason Raymond, Brian Zimmerman, Paul Ellison. Those guys all had really good runs. This was a really good track for quite a few people. So it's definitely good to see that from a league admin kind of standpoint here.
Terry,
yeah, I'm on the same boat. This is what the league has been shooting for. This is what we finally got. Awesome racing out here tonight, man. Jamie said it was hard to pass, and we've seen it. It took a couple laps to get around people sometimes. But when you got it, man. It was an awesome race by everybody out there, I believe. I know we didn't get to call everybody's name out tonight, but that's okay. But on to Dover here in a couple weeks, and looking forward to that.
Yeah, we're off next week, ladies and gentlemen, for the 4th of July, so I want everybody to be safe. Make sure you don't drive drunk, all that happy fun stuff, all right? Stay safe,
Don't
have
lose
fun.
no fingers.
Don't lose no fingers. Play with fireworks safely, but have fun. Go spend time with your families and celebrate the holiday. Have a good time. And we'll see you again the following week, as Terry said, at Dover International Speedway. And maybe we'll have the same great racing that we had tonight. I mean, I'm going to give my final thoughts. That was an awesome race. We didn't know who was going to win from the drop of the green flag to the end of it until the final pit stops happened. The 3-4 wide race, and everybody was able to put the car wherever they wanted. Great setup. I can't wait to see what these guys are going to do at Dover. I wish we were racing next week, honestly. This sucks. We got another week off, guys.
Yep.
But, all right, everybody. Again, I'm Sam Baumgarten again with Terry Taffy Man Foster, Dalton Captain Save Fuel Kilrow. Dalton will probably be joining us again here in the next week. We're not sure. Wish him well. He did just have surgery, but we're going to get out of here. You guys have a great night, great rest of your Sunday night, and have a great work week. We'll see you again next time. Have a good one.
Bye.